What's up everyone? I have a 5 Spinosaurus victory for you today. We're once again playing in this star pack, and this has to be one of the most fun runs that I have played in recent times. You'll see what I mean in the future, but for now let me explain the Spinosaurus' ability real quick. It's a tier 6 unit, so that means you get it pretty late on in the game. And as well as that, its ability is whenever a friend faints, it gives a random friend +3/+2. So the idea with the unit is that you want to be playing it with multiple summons, stuff like the platypus, the stork, you have also the anteater, which is extremely powerful. But we don't have access to any of those because we are going for the 5 of a kind. So all that we get to run is the Spinosaurus, and we have multiple issues that we have to face. So firstly, how do you want to be scaling them? Obviously they do have a scaling ability if you can faint a pet in the shop, but unfortunately the star pack does not have a pill. So I came to the conclusion, after a bit of consultation with Wombat, the star pack 5 of a kind expert, that I should be going for Mantis, Prank Mantis, because its ability is fainting pets in the shop whenever the turn begins. And that is super fun to play around, like such a playstyle I have not experienced a whole lot of, so I was super happy to be playing like this. And you can see even from early on I'm kind of setting up with summons, as well as that I'm trying to level up early, hoping to get maybe a Prank Mantis. The key level ups are going to be on turn 5 and turn 9 this game, because we are hoping for multiple tier 4 and tier 6 units. I don't know if I'm going to be taking the level immediately though, let's take a look in a second. I just played this run by the way, and I already don't remember what I did, but I think we will take at least one level up. Unfortunately nothing useful. We take a second level up as well into a platypus plus a crow. Crow is going to be nice, so is platypus honestly, so it was kind of a hard decision to make. You can see I am contemplating here a little bit, but I decide on the crow because it's going to be super useful to get an immediate level up on turn 9. Or did I say previously turn 11? Whatever the case, I meant turn 9. Here you can see I'm going to pass up the donkey, Ref's favorite unit. Unfortunately for this build I don't believe it's going to be useful. But you can see how we are going to be utilizing the level 3 frog along the way. We are giving the stork some stats from the guinea pig. We can sell the guinea pig actually because it's at level 3, so it's no longer of any use to us. Instead we might take a capybara, scale up the shop a little bit, hoping to find some more summons, and we roll into a double anteater there, so we're going to take that. Yep, maybe stack them together. I don't really want to level up next turn because I don't think most of the scalars are going to be useful for the 5 of a kind Spinosaurus. But who knows, maybe we do level up from some tempo. Let's take a look at if we do well here, which looks like we will. We do have the stats necessary. I could be maybe using the level 3 frog to swap stats around more, but I really don't know what I want to be started up and what I'm going to sell. You can see here I'm going to sell the pug for another capybara, hoping to get a Prank Mantis. Thankfully we do. And do we take it right now is the question. Actually we're going to sell the frog, most likely take the mantis plus the platypus, because that's a pretty good combo. Yep, looks like it. Maybe combine the capybaras after and play the platypus as well. Yep, looks like it. And this setup is really nice honestly, especially if we manage to get the Prank Mantis up to level 2 early, because it's going to be scaling itself up pretty nicely, and hopefully it gets to carry us in the early game. For now it's dying to puff and snipes, which isn't a good sign, but thankfully we win regardless. We're just going to be using the Mantis for the feints that it's going to provide for now. Unfortunately the beaver flies off the screen, but at least we do get the duck, so even if we don't find anything useful we can just keep the duck for the Prank Mantis to swallow. Thankfully we do find a blobfish, which I believe is the best pet for the praying mantis to feed on. You can see here I'm going to try to make it level 2 next turn, and thankfully we even roll into another one. And actually at the end of the turn we roll into a praying mantis as well, so I decide why not level up this stork instead, because I found the copy of a mantis, so we can level that up manually, and this stork will get to level up from the blobfish. It also gives us pretty good positioning, so we are highly likely to win this round. Yup, you can see another gamer that is using polar bear strats. Wombat's video was super influential, it seems. But yeah, let's take a look at the level ups. We got one immediately, and it's going to be useless for us unfortunately, but the second one is a Spinosaurus at the very least, so we can be happy about that. Maybe we sell the capybara in order to make space for the blobfish. Yup. And I honestly don't know what I want to be fainting. I guess the anteater for the ants to spawn and give us some extra gold. And if we manage to find a crow or blobfish in order to level up the Spinosaurus early, that's going to be excellent. It's also going to give us another level up opportunity. And you can see the nice base stats of the Spinosaurus actually save us there. It has 8 HP, which is just out of the range of the hawk. So that's super nice to see. We get to live by 1 HP. We get to summon the double ants, which unfortunately receive the buff, which is not what we want to see because we are going to be selling them on this turn most likely. I'm considering fainting them for a second, but I don't think that's wise. It's better for us to get the gold out of it rather than the stats. Thankfully we do roll a blobfish, so we get to push the Spino up to level 2. And the platypus is going to give us 2 extra summons for the double extra gold. So it looks like we're going to be winning here. Another polar bear gamer, which you love to see obviously. But we do end up winning right here, quite easily in fact. And we're going to level up the Spino and immediately roll into yet another. So we're getting super lucky with the Spino luck so far. Unfortunately the buffs are landing where we don't need them. I would have liked to see a buff on the mantis, but unfortunately everything rather than the mantis is getting the buffs, which is kinda sad to see. We are going to be doing a double feint once again, this time on the stork and the blobfish. And it's kinda sad to say goodbye to so many stats on this stork, but I think it's justified because sooner or later we're going to pivot away from this stork. And we'll also get a level 2 tier 5 unit, so which we can sell for 2 extra gold. Hopefully it's a zebra for some more gold. Or some more stats, I mean. Here we face Grounded, by the way, who is running a platypus team, but we defeat him easily. Sorry, Grounded. We will be fainting these 2 units as we immediately roll into another Spino, and you can see I'm ecstatic to have found it. The buffs land on all of the wrong places. Once again, 3 of the 4 buffs, or actually what am I talking about, it was only 2 buffs. One of the 2 buffs, the bigger one, lands on the lion, which is unfortunate, but we do find the triple Spino at least, as well as another blobfish, so we can work on a triple level 2 Spino hopefully by the end of the game. Let's take a look if we win here. It's looking pretty nice, but actually, yeah, it is looking pretty nice. I have been forgetting, I suppose. I'm kind of scatterbrained right now, honestly, because this run was so fun. I just finished playing it and I'm hopping into the recording booth. I was ecstatic to voice this over, and I hope I'm doing a decent job. I think the amount of fun I have had with this run is rivaling like one of my best achievements, maybe the 15 of a kind or the mini gauntlet or the level 3 slot achievement. I had so much fun with this one. We are going to be winning here. Tapir spawns out of the orca, so we get to another extra summon and we win easily because of it. We are going to be transitioning away from the mantis now that we are on 9 wins. Unfortunately, lots of buffs landed on the cricket that spawned out, but Whatever can you do? You just have to accept the facts. I was thinking right there for a second, maybe I risk a level up for the 1.5 level Spinosaurus in order to get a level up into the 5th one, but I don't think it's worth it. I did not find the 5th Spino just yet, so I have to sell the Mantis in order not to faint anything and maybe accidentally win. Thankfully our opponent has lots of stats as well as Coconut, so we managed to lose there. We have 2 more turns to hopefully find the last Spino. And here you can see I find a Crow, which I think this time I am going to take the risk maybe. Yeah, I am by selling, and as well as that I find some Popcorn, which is the best in slot for the Spinosaurus. Unfortunately we don't find the 5th one that we needed, but we are going to lose here once again I believe, even though the summon was pretty nice. We got an Orca into a Weasel, so we have 11 gold to work with on this turn. Hopefully we find what we need. We are going to roll and roll and roll once again, and here it is. And we even have 1 gold extra to spare at the very end. So I really hope you enjoyed this run. I really had a blast playing this one, and if you did enjoy, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.